This is the second part of the quick revision, preamble. It is the preface or the introduction of the Constitution. It is an integral part of the Constitution. The interpretation of the Constitution is based on the spirit of preamble. The objective resolution was drafted and moved by Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru and appointed by Constituent Assembly, ultimately became the preamble. The idea of the preamble was borrowed from the Constitution of USA. The word socialist, secular and integrity added by the 42nd Constitutional Amendment Act in 1976. Now, what a preamble says? So, preamble says that we, the people of India, having solemnly resolved the Constitution into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic, and to secure to all its citizens justice, social, economic, and political, liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith, and worship, equality of status and of opportunity, and to promote among them all fraternity, assuring the dignity of the individual and the unity and integrity of the nation. In our Constituent Assembly, this 26th day of November 1949, do hereby adopt, enact, and give to ourselves this Constitution. In this preamble, we have to focus on these bold letters specifically. These are asked many times in exams in various patterns. Now, sources of the Indian Constitution. United Kingdom. We borrowed rule of law, cabinet system, prerogative rights, parliamentary government, bicameral parliament, CAG, office, single citizenship, lawmaking procedures. These are borrowed from UK. Now from USA. USA, written constitution, vice president is the ex officio chairman of the upper house, fundamental rights, Supreme Court, provisions of states, independence of judiciary and judicial review, and preamble. Erstwhile USSR, now Russia. So we took fundamental duties from USSR. Then Australia. From Australia we borrowed concurrent list and joint sitting in the preamble. Sorry, it's the joint sitting in the parliament. Now Japan. From Japan we took procedure established by law. And from Germany, suspension of fundamental rights during the emergency. From Canada, we borrowed a scheme of federation with a strong center, distribution of powers between the center and the states, and placing residuary powers with the center. From Ireland, concept of directive principles of state policy, method of election of president. In South Africa, we got procedure for amendment of the constitution and election of members of Rajya Sabha. France, republic and the idea of liberty, equality and fraternity in the preamble. So these are the some important topic from which most of the questions are asked. From now main features of the preamble or our constitution. So our constitution is the bulkiest written constitution in the world, combination of rigidity and flexibility, parliamentary system of government, federal system with a unitary bias, fundamental rights and duties, directive principles of the state policy, integrated and independent judiciary, single citizenship, emergency powers, universal adult franchising. So this is part 2 and we'll be back with part 3.